Hey, welcome back. I want to show something that you might want to consider in your own projects. So let's start this up. Let's create a new scene. We'll call it sample scene. There we go. And there's our sample scene. This is our 3D view of it, right? And this is the 2D view of it. Let's go in here. We'll put it in edit mode. Let's just drop in some trees. Okay. Let's drop in some ponds. We'll put a pond here, here. I can make the ponds bigger if I want. We'll put in some pits. And let's walk around. Oh, so I won't go into play mode. I'll leave it in build mode. I don't want to explain why. Oh, I have to save. Okay, sorry. So, there is our pit. Okay. There's our pond. Now, what I've done is I have created tools so that AI is amazing at helping find issues, right? And so, for example, this is a panel of all of the underlying game state data. All of it is right there. It's a snapshot, and I can copy it and hand it to AI. Likewise, these are all of the created objects, like for example every pond, pit, and tree that I created, and there's the details of it, and I can copy that and paste it to AI. And then there's the player moves. Those are all the moves that I did. As you can see, it's live as I'm moving. So that's the player movements. And then these are objects, like for example, let's say that I want to add in okay, let's add a crate. So we'll come over here. I'll pull up, I gotta put it in edit mode. I'll come over here and add a crate. There's the crate. Let me save it. Let me get rid of this. And then watch this. I know the font is small. So come over here and I pick up the crate. Oh, I have to be in play mode. Okay, so hold on. Edit. The minimum required. These are per scene settings that you can do. Here we go. I'll just put high for now and buy for now. I won't bother explaining what that is. Let me save that. Play mode. There's no start end pair. Okay. So I added checks and balances to this. So let's put, I gotta edit here. So the game in play mode would start there and it'll end there. So hopefully that is enough. Yes. Okay. Now I'm in play mode and this 2D bird's eye view is now read only. Where's my crate? There it is. All right, here we go. So I pick up the crate. There it is. Now this right here, object, when I put it down, it's live. So what I'm trying to say is I can give AI a lot of information to help me debug. Here's another thing. For example, let's do time. So this is a timer. How long does it take me to get, in seconds, to get from A to B? So the whole point of this game is I can create universes, right? I can create scenes, but I want to know how long it takes for the player to get from A to B. So that's the time. And then let's say that let's edit again. Let's get rid of all this. Did I get rid of everything? I think so. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's all gone. All right. So let's suppose that I want to create roads, but I want the player to be limited to these roads and nothing else. Let's see. There we go. That's fine. So I'm going to add another barrier here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see that better. Zoom in some more. So I'm going to add a barrier right here. And let's say that I was sloppy with that. Let's do another one. Let's say I was sloppy like that. We'll do another one. Over here, I was sloppy. I didn't close off the route correctly. So I'm going to do a leak test. So we're going to zoom out and I'll start a leak test. So I'll pick a place to start to check are there any leaks. So I'm going to pick one right here, and it already leaked. Okay. Now I already found a problem because where did it leak from? Let's do that again. No, that part's fine. Do that again. I had a leak issue there on the previous test that we just ran. But you can see where that's leaking, right? We'll wait till it gets over here. So it's leaking everywhere. We'll stop that. All I have to do is go in there and close the leak. Close the leak over here. Do the leak test again. Whoops. Ugh. Do that again. And there, that one's the last leak I left. Okay. So that is one thing. Let me show you another thing that I added. So we will get rid of all this, delete all that. Let's do we'll just create something out of invisible. These barriers are invisible. So let's put one here, and one here, and one here, and one here. And then we'll do one here, and one here, and one here, and one here. Let me zoom in here. Let's add one here, and we'll add one here. Yeah. Okay. Now, first of all, you're like, well, what are these? Well, I have to save. Invisible barriers mean, for example, watch. I'm just going to try walking. See? I can't. I'm here. Those are invisible barriers, all right? Now that I've added that, let's say that I do a start to end pair. So we'll do a start here. I'll have to edit. Start here. And we'll do a end here. We'll do an end here. Now, a pathfinder out of bounds. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's move this. This is out of bounds. How about now? Will it work now? Let's zoom out. Will it work? Yes, that was pretty easy. That was too easy. See that? It found the right path. Now, let's do something a little bit more complicated. Yeah, I'll save that. Let's grab this one here. Let's do this one. This one has a bunch of paths. Let's do a path test. So it's looking for matching start and end points for the game, and those are all the possible ones. And the reason I have a bunch is that, and this is the times that it takes if you walk directly to start and end. And the reason I had that is that every time the game starts at this level, it places the player randomly in one of these start positions, and the object currently is just to get to the other side, right? So I just wanted to point out to get creative on collecting information and having tools that then provide you with data that then you can feed to the AI tool to help you, debug something or come up with a new feature or whatever.